Brad from Pro Wrestling Junkies, and welcome to Show and Tell. Each episode will delve deep into a Junkies collection, be it wrestling or non-wrestling related, and hopefully it's something fairly legal and something that won't disturb us when we close our eyes at night. With that said, today our guest is from Alabama, and his name is Kyle Prescott. Kyle, how are you?
Hey, I'm pretty good. How are you, man?
I'm doing fine. Can I ask you a question before we look at your collection?
Yeah.
Okay, so were you a horror fan first or a wrestling fan first?
A little bit of both.
Okay.
I pretty much grew up with it all. Of course, at some point I kind of stopped watching wrestling, and then I got back into it.
That's what everyone says.
I've always watched horror though.
And okay, just a question: have you seen? I'm sure you have seen the movie Terrifier.
Oh yeah.
With Art the Clown.
Yeah.
That one's really scared. That disturbed me.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah, it's a favorite of mine as well.
How did you get into horror?
It started at a young age. I pretty much I believe the first horror movie I ever saw on TV was Texas Chainsaw Massacre.
Oh wow! How old were you?
1974. Yeah. And
were you in single digits age-wise when you saw that?
I was pretty young. I just remember being drawn into what I was seeing and just really liking it. And then after that, I think it was Jason Takes Manhattan. Friday 13th Part 8 was the next movie I saw, and after that, it just kind of started being a thing. A thing I would watch. I'd watch a bunch of the Friday 13th movies and stuff.
Yeah. So, all right, let's look at your collection, and let's take a look at your collection and see what we got here.
1 second.
And you show us in any order that you want.
Okay. Let's see here. See, I try and collect just about everything, everything to do with horror. But since Friday the 13th is like my favorite franchise, I have a bit of a focus on that. So, so let's see here. I've got a poster of Kid Jason from Friday 13th Part 1, and it's signed by Ari Lehman, who played him.
Oh my God.
Yeah. My favorite Friday 13th movie is Part 7, The New Blood. It was actually filmed about 5 hours from me here in Alabama. Wow. Yeah. And so I've got the Friday 13th Part 7 New Blood poster signed by Kane Hodder, who played Jason, and Park Lincoln, who played Tina.
Wow. Did you go? Where did
Pamela
you get
Voorhees
that
figure from Part 3. I've got a Camp Crystal Lake
that's
thing.
Funny. That's cool.
A sign. I have pretty much every Friday 13th box set except for one. Is the only thing I'm missing.
Are they all unopened?
This one was open. It was open whenever I found it because this one came out I don't remember how many years ago, and it's pretty rare. So I was happy just to find one that was at a decent price.
Sure.
So I've got that. The newest Friday 13th box set collection that has every movie in Blu-ray. I've got it.
Oh wow!
I've got the Friday 13th Super Nintendo game.
Have you ever played it?
Huh?
Have you ever played that game?
Oh yeah.
Is it good?
Oh yeah, it's pretty fun. It's not necessarily probably the only thing to do with the franchise. It has Jason in it, and you can find Pamela's head. But other than that, there's some stuff in there that really isn't part of the franchise.
Okay.
But I've got it. I unfortunately don't have a case or a manual for it. I'm trying to find it. It's hard.
Like if you went on eBay, it's hard to find directions or the box it came in.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, and then over here, I try to like I noticed a lot of horror collectors were just doing like figures and DVDs. I'm trying to find all the VHSs of all my favorite franchises. So far I've got Friday 13th 1 and The New Beginning on VHS.
Oh, cool.
Yeah,
that is something cool to have the VHS.
Yeah.
Okay, go on. I'm sorry.
NECA figures. I've got the Friday 13th Part 5 of New Beginning. It's the
hold on, your voice broke up.
It's the Nightmare sequence in it.
Okay. Sorry, it's all breaking up. Just
this one is the reboot NECA figure.
Here, hold on one sec.
Yeah.
Hold on.
Stuff Friday 13th Blu-ray.
Hold on 1 second, because it's all frozen right now. Hold on. Yeah, it's frozen on the screen. I'm pausing the recording. I'm gonna put you in the waiting room and then let you back in.
Okay.
Cool. Okay, we're good.
Okay. I'm a bad. Had I leave off before it cut out? Do you remember?
Say that again. I'm sorry.
Oh, where exactly did I leave off?
We had just talked about not having the box or the manual for the video game, for the NES game.
Yeah.
Okay, so then you were going into figures, I believe.
Okay. Yeah. Yes. So besides the NES, the NES game, I've got some of the NECA figures.
Okay.
I don't know if this popped up. This is the Friday 13th Part 5, The New Beginning. It's the Nightmare sequence NECA figure.
Oh, cool.
Yeah. And then here is the reboot Friday 13th figure.
Oh, cool. Where'd you get the figures from? Like online?
Well, these particular ones you can actually find in Walmart. Walmart actually carries some of the NECA figures of some horror franchises.
That's by like the video section, right? Where they have like the collectibles. Yeah,
it's over by the video games. Yeah.
Yeah, totally.
Yeah, and then after that, like I said, I pretty much collect everything right there. So I've got like numerous copies of everything. So like, here's another Blu-ray of the original.
Oh wow!
And then I've got, of course, the reboot, the Killer Cut.
How often do
Freddy
you?
vs. Jason.
Oh, I like that one. How often do you watch a Friday the 13th?
Yeah.
Like, do you watch like a movie once a week, once a month?
Probably like once a week or so. I also run like a horror podcast, and I'm part of a horror podcast network. And so, like, if I'm going to be on an episode coming up about like if I'm gonna be on with one of my friends ranking the series or talking about a certain series, I'll rewatch it just to refresh my mind.
Got it.
And then let's see, yeah. And then I've got the Freddy vs. Jason NECA figure.
Nice. Awesome.
Yeah, and then it's just a little Jason Voorhees bobblehead. And here's another box set. It's the from Crystal Lake to Manhattan. It's 1 through 8. A box set. Yeah, and then over here I've got just a little Halloween a 3-movie collection.
Okay.
And then I've got Freddy's Dead: The Final Nightmare and A Nightmare on Elm Street 4, The Dream Master on VHS.
Yeah. I remember seeing those in the theater.
Yeah. And then over here, it's just over here's just a bunch of other random just horror stuff. I've got Puppet Master and Hellraiser, Dawn of the Dead.
Oh wow.
A Ring and stuff like that. But above that, I have a Nightmare on Elm Street, the NES game.
Oh wow.
Yeah, unfortunately, I don't have the box manual. Like I said, it's hard to find a complete set.
Sure.
Yeah, I've got Stephen King's It TV series.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, and one of my other favorite franchises is Scream. So I've got Scream 1, Scream 4, and then this is the actual Ultimate Scream collection. It's all of them together.
Oh, cool.
And then I've got I've got a 10 of the Evil Dead.
Oh, I watched the first one recently.
Yeah, it's pretty great. And I've got the Halloween 35th anniversary edition on Blu-ray. And then above that is I've got a Ghostface costume.
Got it.
Whenever I got the latest Friday the 13th box set, it came with this poster.
So that's awesome.
Yeah, and it also came with this as well, which is all the Jasons.
Were you so excited when you got that one?
Oh yeah. And then over here is some other stuff. I've got the handbook for the recently deceased from Beetlejuice.
Oh, that's so cool.
Yeah, and I've got an Edward Scissorhands pop figure. It got water damage in my recent move, but I've got the complete Tales of Edgar Allan Poe. I've got a Wednesday Addams pop figure, and then
awesome.
I'm also a big Nightmare Before Christmas fan.
Yeah,
so I've got that. I've got a little Jack Skellington figure. I've got all kinds of little Jack Skellington stuff. I also have like a full sleeve of Nightmare Before Christmas on my arm. I've got Trick or Treat. It's one of my favorite Halloween movies. And then Nancy from The Craft, a pop figure.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, this is the complete graphic novel of Trick or Treat. That was made after the movie was made.
Have you read it cover to cover?
Not yet.
Okay.
Yeah. And then over here, of course, got Edward Scissorhands, one of my favorites.
Mm-hmm.
I'm a massive Crow fan because
I only saw the first one.
Yeah. Well, the first one's good. City of Angels is decent, and the rest I would just recommend skipping.
Okay, that's good advice from you, especially.
But I've got a Cthulhu pop figure.
Oh, nice.
I got Edgar Allan Poe pop figure, and then the Crow City of Angels soundtrack.
That's
the
awesome.
Crow on Blu-ray. I've got an H.P. Lovecraft complete works.
Oh,
and
nice.
then above that, one of my friends, I think he's part of the group of the Pro Wrestling Junkies group. His name's Stu. Not Stu. His name's Brandon.
Yes.
He got me. It's not an original. But, well, before I go into that, I've got a Brandon Lee Crow figure that I just bought recently at a collectible store I found downtown.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, and but he got me a picture of Brandon Lee's sign. It's not an original; it's a reprint, but it's still something I really like. But it's signed by Brandon Lee.
Oh, nice.
Yeah,
that's rare.
Yeah, and then I've got a Freddy's glove, and then of course I got the Nightmare on Elm Street movie poster, and my favorite horror film of all time is the Texas Chainsaw Massacre from 1974. So I've got the poster art for it as well,
displayed prominently. Do you have any? Do you collect masks?
I try to. I haven't been able to buy any yet. 1 second, let me turn around. There we go.
Okay.
But yeah, I haven't been able to buy any just yet because most of them are pretty expensive. So I've been trying to save up and get some.
Yeah, for the high end ones.
Yeah.
Okay, let me ask you a question. What was the first thing? Do you remember the first item you had?
I want to say it was the NECA figure from Part 5. I got it for my birthday last year from my parents. And,
okay. Mm-hmm.
And stuff, and so I found some videos online of people who had horror collections, and I just fell in love, and I was like, okay, this is what I have to do.
Nice.
I got to get a horror collection.
And so you display that. Is this your living room, your bedroom?
This is my bedroom.
So like, oh, that's nice to wake up to have this nice little shrine almost.
Yeah.
Do you ever get scared at night looking at
it? No, not at all.
Was there any point, like the first poster you put up, you weren't like a little nervous at all?
Nah.
Yeah. Okay. This is, I just know the term bloodlust. Is that something that horror fans have? Or is that a derogatory term to use for someone who loves horror films?
I guess it would really depend on like what situation you're using it in.
Yeah.
I guess you could say like some people have bloodlust if they're like watching like horror movies and like looking forward to certain kills and stuff, like, which is fine as long as you're not going out in the real world and
totally.
Stuff like that to happen. Yeah.
Okay, so if I broke into your house, what's the one item if I took that would devastate you the most from your collection?
Ooh, that's a tough one. Probably the most recent Friday 13th box set, because it was pretty expensive, and I know it's going for like triple the price on.
Oh, really?
Yeah, like most of the horror stuff, like people will get it, and then like they'll stop making it, and then so it'll like triple price. Yeah, it's a fun thing to get into, but when you get into like higher up stuff, it gets pretty expensive.
Yeah, that's what I was going to ask you. Have you kind of in your head like kind of like thought about how much you've spent already? Like,
I have not.
Or you try not
to do that.
Yeah, I try not to do that. I try not to think about it too much. Otherwise, it gets crazy.
I actually forgot.
Oh, let's see.
I just realized I missed it. Also have the complete Nightmare on Elm Street series on DVD. Yeah, and then I have Texas Chainsaw Massacre 3 Leatherface.
Oh, nice.
And the Texas Chainsaw Massacre reboot, which is actually pretty good. It's actually one of my favorite horror reboots. I think it was actually done.
Is Matthew McConaughey in that?
Huh?
Is Matthew McConaughey in one of them?
Yes, he's in. I want to say 3. Let me make sure. No, it's not this one. Okay. I know he's in one of them though. Okay. I can't remember exactly which one. And then here's the 40th anniversary of the original.
Oh my gosh. Have you watched all like the deleted scenes and like the commentaries and stuff on these DVDs?
Oh yeah, I'm a big fan of like watching like documentaries and behind the scenes stuff.
Yeah.
When it comes to horror movies, yeah.
So how often do you find that you're adding to your collection?
As often as I can. Like, if I'm out in town and I have the extra money to spend, and I come across something that I think would be a nice addition, I'll usually get it. Or if something goes on sale online or something, and I can get it at that time, I'll try and get it.
Do you feel great when you discover like a new store that like you haven't been to before and has stuff? Yeah, I bet that's awesome. All right.
Yeah, I was pretty excited about finding the one downtown here recently.
Yeah, like another place, it's like another farm you can harvest from. Okay, I'm gonna let you go in a minute. I know you have to go. Can I ask you 3 finish the sentence questions?
Sure.
Okay. Number 1, When I see someone murdered on screen, I feel blank.
It really depends if I like the character or not.
Okay, that's fine. It's diplomatic.
Yeah. Just really depends a little bit, because like there's certain horror movies you'll watch where like you'll start to really like certain characters, and you wouldn't want them to die, and there's some where you're just literally waiting for them to die. You're like, I cannot wait for him to get killed.
Like they deserve it. All right, number 2. If I was Freddy Krueger, I would. The next sentence. If I was Freddy Krueger, I would blank.
Probably haunt people in their dreams.
Okay. All right. And finally, I have $10,000 and I'm going to buy blank.
Oh, more horror stuff for sure.
Okay, for sure. Okay.
Yeah.
Every penny of that 10,000?
I would probably put some up in savings, but I would definitely buy some stuff for sure.
Yeah. Oh, you know what? Maybe I should make the stipulation that you can't save anything, because that.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Thank you so much for coming on and showing this. It's been awesome. And you did great walking us through your collection. So hopefully I'd like to have you on Getting to Know a Junkie as well one day. So you think about that and then we'll hook up. Can you hear me? Could you hear me?
No, it cut out for a minute.
Oh, okay. I was saying thank you so much. I loved seeing this. And you did a nice tour through everything. It ran perfectly. I'd love to have you on Getting to Know a Junkie as well one day. So you don't have to commit right now. Think it over, and whenever you're ready, just contact me.
What exactly is the Getting to Know a Junkie? I know you kind of briefly explained it to me. I couldn't find any videos on it.
Where are you from? Where'd you grow up? What's that town like? How'd you get into wrestling? That kind of stuff. Nothing like nothing like creepy or like what fetishes do you have? Nothing like that.
Gotcha.
Very simple, rated PG show.
Okay, awesome. Before you go, before we go, do you mind if I plug some stuff?
Go right ahead.
Yeah. So for anyone interested in horror and listening to podcasts, I do have a horror podcast called the Trick or Treaters Podcast, and it's available on all social media platforms, and we're part of the Slashing Cast podcast network. We have a whole network of just all kinds of different horror shows and stuff, and I highly recommend checking it out. And if you like reading horror news or reviews or editorials, I'm also a journalist for darkhorroruniversedatabase.com. It's du-hd.com.
Okay. Well,
I think that's it, though.
All right. Well, that sounds great. All right. You take care. I hope you have a great Thanksgiving, and I will be in touch shortly.
Hi, man. I appreciate you. To have a great Thanksgiving as well.
Thanks, buddy. Talk to you soon.
Thanks, man. Later.